Hello and welcome. I'm the Theory Detective. In these lessons, we'll uncover the mystery of music theory. Now, we have the treble clef and the bass clef. If they're together, we call that the grand staff. And instruments that are like keyboard instruments, the piano, the organ, the electric keyboard, the harpsichord, a very old instrument, all of those would use the grand staff. Now, we have two G's prominently placed on the treble clef because we use the G clef symbol. We have two F's prominently placed on the bass clef because we use the F clef symbol. We also have 5 C's. Middle C in the middle between the treble and the bass. We have the bass C on the bass clef, the treble C on the treble clef. Below the bass, we have the low C. Above the treble, we have the high C. So that's 5 C's. High C, treble C, middle C, low, bass C. I don't like that one today. Bass C and low C. High C, treble C, middle C, bass C, low C. So, let's find out what some of the other notes actually are, so we can fill them in. If you notice, over here we have space notes on the space, including the treble C. And we have line notes on the line. And just like F holds up the bass clef, we have another note on the space that holds up the treble clef. So, for now we're going to deal with space notes. So, take a look at the G. Right below G is F, because F comes before G in the alphabet. So this one here would be our F. I'll go ahead and identify that. There we are. There is our F. Now if you skip up, we're going to skip the G and go to A. So let's identify that. There's our A. We're going to skip up again. We already know that is the treble C, so I'll identify that with blue. There we are. And we skip up again, skipping the D on the line, and we go to E. So it's C, D, E. So we'll put that right there. So now we have space notes for the treble clef. F, A, C, E. Now, I want you to try saying them out loud. F-A-C-E. Notice that they actually spell face. If that helps you remember, go ahead and say face and try to remember that way. But if it doesn't, forget about it and just say F-A-C-E. Ultimately, you need to memorize F-A-C-E anyway. So, say it again, F-A-C-E. And then down here, remember we have our middle C here. So if we step up from middle C to the space, we get a D, C, D. So now we have the space D, and then we have the ones on the treble clef, the spaces, F-A-C-E. Go ahead and say that one more time, F-A-C-E. Now we're going to try to say it really fast, F-A-C-E. Practice it as much as you can. The more you practice it, the easier it becomes. Now let's go ahead and find our practice flashcards. Treble clef, spaces. Go ahead and write out F-A-C-E, and that will help you practice actually memorizing them. And then our space notes individually. There's our F. There's our A. The C is already in our practice pile, so there's our E. And then here is the D there. This is right above middle C. Add all of those to your practice pile. Practice them as much as you can until they become very easy. And as always, have a great day.